2 weeks to go until the end of the state legislative session, and lawmakers still have a lot of work on their plates. Tonight, we're taking a closer look at public safety proposals as lawmakers work to finish the budget. Danny Spiewak joins us live from the Capitol. Danny?
Well, just to explain, when House and Senate lawmakers pass their budget bills, they then come together in what's known as a conference committee. Basically, they hash out the differences between the House and Senate versions, and then they finalize one that the governor could sign. Now, this session so far, some of those bills are moving along pretty well, like public safety, that'll be discussed this week, and others are stalling a little bit, to say the least. Just like the weather, budget talks are heating up at the state capitol. 8 spending bills have now reached conference committee status by passing both the House and Senate, including the Judiciary and Public Safety bill, which funds courts and law enforcement.
We're still early in the process.
This week, DFL Senator Ron Latz will begin working with House Public Safety co-chairs GOP Representative Paul Novotny and DFL Representative Kelly Moeller to merge the House and Senate bills into one. DFL leaders in the Senate provided a higher budget target for public safety than DFL and GOP leaders did in the tied House. But both sides have some tough decisions to make, with a projected deficit looming 4 years down the road.
There will be some cuts within critical agencies like the Department of Corrections, the Department of Public Safety, and probably some at the Judiciary. I hate to see that, but we have the number that we have.
The other bills that have advanced into conference committee include higher education, transportation, agriculture, veterans, commerce, housing, and state and local government. Tucked inside some of the larger spending bills are proposals to prevent fraud and theft of taxpayer dollars, a key issue for both Democrats and Republicans.
We are continuing to work to get pieces of different fraud reform bills over the finish line.
However, there are some budget bills that have yet to reach conference committee because of some roadblocks. For example, under the power sharing agreement in the House, the two parties are tussling over summer unemployment benefits in an education bill and health care for undocumented immigrants in a health bill. Now, as you surely remember, this session is working under a shorter timeline because of that 3-week DFL walkout that delayed the start of the legislative session this year, although depending on the party that you ask, the impact DFL says was minimal, while the Republicans say they lost some time. Meanwhile, we know the governor met with legislative leaders today to talk about more budget targets for those conference committees. Back to you.
Well, it sounds like a lot of work to be done in a couple weeks. Danny, thank you.